So I'll just start off from where we left off in the last video. 3 basic styles of architecture. Nagar, Vesara, Dravid. Chalukyans were the descendants who came to be known for the Vesara style. Now if you look at their history, Chalukyas were the predecessors to what we would call the present day Karnataka people, with the same language using, called Kannada. Now they were very influential people because the land that they were having used to serve as a vassal, or the Dakshin Path, or the main walkway for trade between the Central Asia to the southern part, the southernmost tip, which was used as the seaway or sea routes. Very important place, very rich place as well. They ruled over this part for about 6 centuries, from the 6th century to about the 11th century, you could say. 3 periods: early Chalukyans, the middle one, and then the later Chalukyans. Early Chalukyans, 5th to around 7th century बोल सकते हो. What they did was, they were the ones who didn't have any particular style. They were not as influenced by the northern style. So a lot of the buildings that you see with these are experimental. I mean, they're called to be very experimental in nature. ठीक. Second period जो था, उसमें there is a small community called the Rashtrakutas who came into power. Again, took parts of Maharashtra as well as Karnataka. Now there was some wars going on in the third period. Again the Chalukyas come to power, but now they are being influenced with the Pallavas. Pallavas is, I think, present day Tamil Nadu, if I'm correct. Maybe I'm wrong, just check. So Pallavas and the Cholas, they were the ones who developed the Dravidian style, and because of the war or the trade between these two, a lot of influence came about in the third period, which is the later Chalukyans. ठीक. I'll just start with the construction technique. Again, based on gravity, mass supporting mass, which means massive walls होंगे, repetitive structures, no mortar, dry order, cement वगैरह कुछ यूज़ नहीं हो रहा. They just use rock, एक के ऊपर एक placed है और उसी से construction की है. ठीक. The method of coring or taking out the stone is groove drawn, hole drawn, wooden pegs and stones break free. And then facing was hammered rest, means जो उसका फाइनल कवर है वो हैमर से चिजल करके बनाया है. ऑफ-साइड फैब्रिकेशन वॉज ऑलवेज कैरिड आउट. असेंबलिंग एट साइट आफ्टर प्रिपरेशन ऑफ ईच ब्लॉक एट क्वारी. एक्यूरेट मेजरमेंट्स होनी स्टार्ट हो गई. समटाइम्स दे ऑल्सो प्रिपेयर्ड मिनिएचर मॉडल्स ऑफ द फाइनल थिंग दैट दे वांटेड टू कंस्ट्रक्ट. द मेन एम वॉज मास रादर दैन अ लाइन फॉर अ टेम्पल. ठीक. So first period is 5th to say 7th or 8th, 550 to 750 AD. 3 basic buildings, 3 basic cities, Badami, Aihole and Pattadakal. Now early period जो था, इसमें you can see walls हैं यहाँ पे, which is not the early, but यहाँ पे देखो बहुत सारी experimental चीज़ें हैं. You see the शिखरा slightly curved. This ये जो मंडपा और the अर्ध मंडपा, very similar to the Buddhist temple at Sanchi that I showed you in the Gupta period वाली PDF. Pillars being used from the Ashokan style. Then this construction ये जो है, again these ornamentations very similar to Gupta style, but sometimes also seen in the earlier Maurya style as well. ठीक है. Now in the early Chalukya period, इसमें सिर्फ एक चीज़ समझने वाली है. I told you in the earlier video as well कि we just want to discuss 1 or 2 buildings from each topic. इसमें in particularly there is no famous building जो कि मुझे लगा कि that could have been used to discuss. प्लस इसकी कुछ बहुत ज़्यादा इन्फॉर्मेशन भी अवेलेबल नहीं है. ठीक है. सो जस्ट गो थ्रू दिस PDF में 1-2 चीज़ें हैं दैट आई वांट यू टू गो थ्रू. Most of these temples, 3 temples, Meguti temple, Ravanfadi cave, and the Huchimali temple. Now, I think I forgot to mention one thing. In the Chalukya period, two types of temples are being made. One is the rock cut temple, which is this one, as well as there are structural temples, means stone को properly dress किया, carvings बनाए, and then you constructed from बिल्कुल from start. पूरी foundation होगी, slabs और stone bricks use हो रहे हैं, and you start from scratch. दोनों they are going side by side in the earlier style. So Huchimali temple, only columns and no walls on the sides were being introduced. Finer masonry, stone blocks used, relatively delicate ornamentation, fractal method of derivation of Iman. Fractal means self-similar patterns generated. Now, इसमें ये आपको I think you are able to see this. तीन मेन जगह, कृष्णा रिवर, Aihole, then Pattadakal, and then Badami. Three major centers. उसके बाद somewhere along the line, Bagalkot also becomes important, but because of its strategic location, alongside this. अब if you look at the complex for the first one is early Chalukyan period है. यहाँ पे बहुत सारे अलग अलग छोटे छोटे टेम्पल्स हैं, वो चलते रहे. उसके बाद द मोस्ट इम्पॉर्टेंट वन जो आएगा अर्ली चालुक्यन में इज़ द, आई डोंट नो द एग्जैक्ट प्रोनाउंसिएशन, कहीं पे लड़खन बोलते हैं, समटाइम्स इट इज़ कॉल्ड लाडखान और लाड़खान. इट इज़ बेस्ड ऑन द नेम ऑफ द गाय हु सपोजिटली स्टेड हियर फॉर अ टाइम बीइंग, एंड one of the earliest possible examples of experimental kind of architecture which became Chalukya later. So it is a temple dedicated to Shiva. The temple consists of a garbhagriha with mandap in front, rectangular building with flat roof, stone grills on two sides, again placed along the cardinal direction. Main shrine is of Shivling with also another sculpture of Nandi, and having many carved images along with floral motifs. Mukh Mandapa means the main mandap situated in front of the Sanctum Sanctorum, consists of a set of 12 carved pillars. Ladkhan temple is the earliest example of the massive bracket-like capital continued through the Hindu Renaissance period. Massive bracket means जैसे रोमन पीरियड्स में ब्रैकेट्स और वो ऑर्नामेंटेशन यूज हो रहे थे, उसी टाइम सिमिलरली एनालॉजिकली यहाँ पर भी यूज हो रहे थे टू गिव सपोर्ट टू द स्टोन स्लैब्स ऑन टॉप. सो ये लाडखान में है 50 फीट बाय 50 फीट स्क्वायर, 3 साइड वॉल्स, 4th साइड इज जस्ट कॉलोनेड, यहाँ से एंट्री, 3 साइडेड वॉल, 2 साइड्स ऑफ विच आर परफोरेटेड स्टोन ग्रिल्स. सो ये जो 3 नज़र आ रहे हैं, ऑल ऑफ देम आर ग्रिल्स इन स्टोन. Entrance through a 12-pillared portico in an expansion of 9 square plan. Now again, this is something which is coming from Vastu Shastra. What they do is कि every single plan, not just of a temple but every building, it is always divided into a group of 9 by 9 or 8 by 8. Sometimes it goes as small as 4 by 4. Sometimes as complex as 16 by 16. Unit क्या होगा, that depends on the architect, but ये grid is somewhat that is going to be followed. ठीक. So the roofing is roofed with huge slabs of stone laid almost flat, inclined to permit runoff, means angle पे है, carried on pillars and corbels in imitation of wood frame structure. Now अगर आप इसका फोटोग्राफ देखोगे, दे से कि इट लुक्स लाइक एन इमिटेशन ऑफ वुड स्ट्रक्चर, बट अगर इफ यू लुक क्लोजली, मच लेस ऑफ अ वुड स्ट्रक्चर, इट लुक्स वेरी मच लाइक अ फ्यूनरल पायर विच वॉज द ओरिजिनल फंक्शन ऑफ द बिल्डिंग. ठीक है. फर्स्टली ये था एक, आई थिंक सम ऑफ देम हैव सेड कि इट वॉज अ सैक्रिफिशियल प्लेस जहाँ पे जलाया जाता था. आई मीन मे बी वहाँ पे लाश को जलाते थे, आई मीन डेड बॉडीज वर बीइंग बर्न्ड. Over time it changed into a Shiva temple. But अगर इसको ध्यान से देखोगे, you will see again the same rib structure that we used to make a funeral pyre, right? So carried on pillars and cobbles in imitation of a wood frame structure. Stone battens between the roofing stones help to make it watertight. So नॉर्मल स्टोन्स के ऊपर पतले पतले स्टोन के और पीसेस डाले हैं ताकि वाटर टाइट रहे. देयर इज़ नो परफोरेशन ऑफ रेन वाटर. Primitive roofing technique which gave way to successive layers of horizontal cobbling. Layers means one is this level, then is this level, then is third level. Oldest temple complex, initially built as a panchayat hall where they performed horse sacrifices. Unsubstantiated claim, but okay, let's just take it at face value. Later it turned to a Surya temple and then Shivalaya. So now if you look at this structure, rather than looking like a wood structure, you will understand that it looks much more like a sun temple or a hall where sacrifices were to be made, much similar to a funeral space, right? जो आज के टाइम पे भी यूज़ होते हैं. Similarly, since it is early construction, pillars are largely carving free. Most beautiful part of the temple is the lattice window with intricate carvings, taking inspiration from Northern temples. The carving could have been a later addition to the temple once appropriate skills are developed. Means कि it has been developed in at least 3 phases. That is what they are saying. The Nandi is surprisingly completely intact. Over the central square there is a broken shikhar, which again could be a later addition. Temple got a name from a general or the mendicant who lived there, right? Ornamentation पे just go through it. Simple ornamentation है which they say कि has been added in the later stages. Just a view. Inside में देखोगे columns no ornamentation. The only ornamentation is ये जो stone वाली जाली है available on 2 sides. Second, जो roof है heavily ornamented. Right? First में ये कह रहे थे कि it is just a panchayat halls or some other place. By the time the third time came, I mean the third change came, it is now a Shiva temple. And extreme ornamentation is there. There is the statue of Nandi. अब इसमें you will be able to see कि they are saying कि पहले this used to be खाली. ये जो roof है this is thatch roof or a wooden roof which later changed to this कि roof भी it has become of stone. Stone के slabs हैं, gaps हैं उनके joints को cover करने के लिए there are smaller pieces of stone kept. Hence the penultimate structure. Section में entrance from here, mandapa, and then Nandi statue in the main hall. At the end of the hall is the Shiva ling over here in the plan. Next is eye hole. Eye hole is the second important place. अब इसका नाम दुर्गा टेम्पल नहीं है, इट इज़ दुर्ग टेम्पल. तो जैसे कि हमारे इंडियन लैंग्वेज में होता है ना, राम बिकम्स रामा, दुर्ग बिकम्स दुर्गा, योग बिकम्स योग. तो वो थोड़ी सी इनकी फोनेटिक्स में देयर इज एन इशू बिकॉज इट इज़ नॉट एज डेवलप्ड एज द इंडियन लैंग्वेजेस. सो जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड दिस वन. सो वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट स्ट्रक्चर फॉर द चालुक्यंस, वन ऑफ इट्स काइंड. इसके अलावा दिस प्लान हैज़ नॉट बीन रिपीटेड एनीवेयर. ठीक. So on the ceiling there is a ceiling panel with mandapa depicts a naga with a coiled serpent body. ठीक. This shows multi-armed Durga slaying the buffalo demon which is Mahishasur. So I think the sculpture would be that of Mahishasur Mardini. ठीक. Shikhar, you can see the amlak and the kalash are gone. Little remains of the tower that once rose above the inner sanctum. Column carving, the depiction of an amorous couple carved in one of the columns in the porch of a masterpiece of Chalukyan art. So you can see one is a naga, this is Mahishasur Mardini, and then there is just a couple. So ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ एक ही, it is not a dedicated temple, it is a temple complex in itself जहाँ पे all kinds of people would have come, and it is more of a not a secular, but I should say a space where people would collect, more like a social space. Is the most unique temple you have ever seen. Almost resembles a mini fort. therefore named as a Durg or a fortress. Non-curvilinear शिखर, first of its kind because Gupta period में थोड़ा straight वाला use हो रहा था. If you remember the दशावतार temple देखो, look at कोणार्क temple या फिर कौन सा था, भीमतेरा temple, उससे थोड़ा सा different है ये. The temple is a delight to look at and an emblematic of the Aihole town. Colonnaded corridor runs along the temple to allow parikrama or circumambulation, which means pradakshina path. Pillars have great carvings. Garbhagriha of the Sanctum Sanctorum is topped with broken shikhar. Temple was built around the 8th century during the time of King Vikramaditya II. Exquisite and detailed carving clearly shows that in 2 centuries since the started temple construction, Chalukyan architecture had reached its peak. So this is an example. ये side से है, this is the entrance, ये back side है. These are some smaller temples in the same complex. This you see semicircular, शिखर is broken. This is the अम्लिका, टूट के side पे गिर गया है. The entrance for the main mandapa, extremely well carved interiors in the sense column is carved, roof is very much carved. Entrances you can see थोड़े से द्वारपाल कुछ नज़र आ रहे हैं, which comes from the Dravidian style, right? And this is how it looks in reality. So again elevated plinth level, यहाँ पे बहुत सारे स्कल्पचर्स से जाओगे अर्धमंडपा, मंडपा, गर्भगृह, और वो सेमी सर्कुलर है जहाँ पे अलग अलग डेटीज़ पड़े हुए हैं. सो अगर यहाँ पे देखोगे, दिस पेज विल गिव यू द बेसिक, जो जितने भी फैक्चुअल इन्फॉर्मेशन है, जस्ट रीड इट वंस, यू विल बी एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड. वेरी सिमिलर टू अ चैत्य हॉल. इम्पॉर्टेंट थिंग इज दिस इज़ द मेन गर्भगृह जहाँ पे डेटी इज़ प्लेस्ड, बट उसके साइड में छोटे निश बने हुए हैं जहाँ पे देर आर अदर स्कल्पचर्स एट द सेम टाइम. दिस इज़ द फर्स्ट, प्रॉब्ली वन ऑफ द फर्स्ट नोन एग्जाम्पल्स ऑफ अ टेम्पल डेडिकेटेड टू लॉर्ड विष्णु. बट एट द सेम टाइम इसमें और अलग अलग कार्विंग्स भी हैं, राइट? एक वो देवी वाला आया था, एज आई शोड यू इन द लास्ट वन. Now next is another important structure which is called Papanath temple. Papnath or Papanath, which is present in Pattadakal. Now if you look at this, थोड़ा सा और डेवलप हो गया है in just a couple of centuries. It has reached its peak. मंडपा है, the Nandi is inside the मंडपा. मंडपा is बड़ा वेल इंट्रिकेटली कार्व्ड है. इट इज़ कॉलोनेटेड, यहाँ प्रॉपर एक स्पेस बन गई है, चारों तरफ वॉल स्ट्रक्चर है. देन यू कैन सी देर इज़ अ ट्रांजिशन स्पेस कॉल्ड द अंतराला. फ्रॉम द अंतराला यू गेट इन टू द गर्भगृह. इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट इज पापनाथ टेम्पल में शिखर भी है, बट देन ये जो छोटे छोटे नज़र आ रहे हैं, they are of a totally different style. Now it is 90 by 13 dimension. This plan lacks correct placement of the main parts and a logical interrelationship between them. Shikhar at the eastern half of the building is too short and undersized for the length, low building, and the antral is too big. So, I mean, you can write it in your exam, but as I told you, from what I have read in the Brihad Samhita, they have a different set of proportions which are being used. 22 different styles of temple, and they have chosen just a different style. So 100 years ago, the Britisher who came didn't know about this. So he is just extrapolating as to there is some issue with this. कोई issue नहीं है. It is perfectly fine the way it is. So it looks like a square assembly hall, then a vestibule, more like a mandapa than an antechamber to the sanctuary. He is talking about the antarala here. ठीक. Temple has on plan a garbhagriha surrounded by a pradakshina path with a Devakosh pavilions, 3 walls, ardha mandapa, sabha mandapa, and the entrance porch. Again, one of the example of the detailed ones, right? So जो उसमें नज़र आ रहा था, the PDF that I show you with I think Uru Shringas, वो वाला है इसमें. मंडपा है, अर्ध मंडपा है एंड मुख मंडपा है या महामंडपा है. देर इज़ नो नंदी मंडप, राइट. नंदी का जो स्टैचू है, दे डोंट हैव अ स्पेसिफिक प्लेस फॉर इट, बट वो मंडप में ही डाल दिया. एन ऑर्नेट image of Nandi is housed inside the Sabha Mandap. Temple is built on a plinth of 5 moldings embellished with animal motifs, floral design and kudus. I don't know what kudus is, but okay. The wall surfaces are relieved with niches housing Shaiv and Vaishnav deities. So Shaivism and Vaishnav is a subsect that developed over time. Vaishnavites are जो विष्णु और उसके अवतार, they worship those. एंड शैवाइट्स आर जो शिवा को मानते हैं, ठीक. एंड द डिपिक्टिंग एपिसोड फ्रॉम द रामायणा. दीज निशेज आर टॉप्ड बाय वेरियस डिजाइंस ऑफ चैत्या आर्च मोटिव्स. चैत्या आर्च मीन्स वो जो पॉइंटेड आर्च वाली होगी, वो वाली चीज़ें होंगी इसमें. सो दीज निशेज आर टॉप्ड बाय वेरियस चैत्या आर्च्ड मोटिव्स एंड इंटरस्पर्स्ड विद परफोरेटेड विंडोज. द अमलका एंड कलश इन दिस वन आर हाउएवर मिसिंग. गिरा दिए या क्या हुआ, I don't know, but see perforations all along the wall of this one. This is where the Garbhagriha is supposed to be. उसके ऊपर शिखर because it is curved, but again ये वाला देखोगे looks very similar to the third example of the Nagara style architecture. Nagara के 3 subdivisions थे, slightly similar, but also in some ways you could say it is similar to the South Indian style, right. Amlaka is missing, plinth is very high, it is in levels, ठीक. Dedicated to Lord Vishnu, later converted to Shimple temple, clearly shows the evolution of the temple. 90 feet by 30 feet, as I told you before. Tower on the eastern end is too small and stunted. Instead of a connected chamber, it becomes another hall. Disproportionate in plan has created disproportion in elevation. I don't know why they are calling it, but let be. So next is the Virupaksha temple located in Pattadakal. Very, very well made temple, and this is one of the temples which has been featured in numerous documentaries as well because of the intricacy of this particular temple, right. This temple in worship, also known as Lokeshwara temple, was built by Lok Mahadevi, the queen of Vikramaditya II in 740 AD, to commemorate her victory over the Pallavas of Kanchipuram, right. So ये भी clear होगा कि they had some war with the Pallavas, जिसमें कि चालुक्यास जीत गए. So war तो चल रहा था, but in this period they won, and in commemoration they made this one. Closely resembles the Kailashnath temple at Kanchipur